First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Habakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS who do real well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there, still enduring in the faith. Shalom, special shalom to you. Make this one quick. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start doing these to the best of my ability. Exhortation in the wilderness, right? Nah, seriously though, because this is the wilderness that we're in. You're gonna have a lot of devils that will continue to try you. I myself am a witness of all of that, man. Just a little testimony before I open up. So as I'm not gonna disclose where I am or where I've been, because you know. But in one of the cities that I was in, doing, trying to do some work, professing the names, pushing the vibration to the best of my ability. There was a lot of devils, and it was a devil city. It was a so-called JOO city, and we didn't know that, coming into it. But I decided to stay because I wanted to test my ability and patience, man. Because everywhere you went in the city, demons out there, man. They know who you are and they know what you stand for. And when you stand for it, they don't like you. In particular, they like to persecute you for these things, man. Even try to set you up. But a situation that happened, I'm sharing this with the flock because I believe it will be beneficial, for you to actually understand and listen to brothers who are telling you, when you're going off, man, because it could have been prevented, but at the same time, who knows, man? The Lord has His way of teaching His flock as well. So, anyways, and in the city, I'm constantly I'm doing the work. It's reading, studying. I'm going out teaching as many as I can, showing it as many as I can. But, I like to work out a lot, get out a lot of anxiety, a lot of anger, so hitting pull-ups everywhere I go in the city, hitting the gym, doing what I got to do. Walking around the city, just like I said, just trying to profess the names of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, push that vibration and teach as many as I can. And yeah, man, this is when this all happened. This wasn't even that long ago, I didn't say about 6 or 7 months ago, maybe. It was a while ago, and in the city, walking around, and on this day, I'm kind of pissed, because I already had somebody fucking with me. These demons are going to fuck with you. They're going to try to get you off of your route, or where you're supposed to be going and what you're really supposed to be doing. So keep that in mind. Stay on the straight and narrow, man, because I'm telling you this because I don't want this to happen to anybody else. All right. So in the city, walking around, I was kind of, like I said, that day, I was off. I wasn't on as point in the spirit as I usually am, because I had been getting fucked with constantly and constantly and constantly and constantly, and coming in new in this truth, man. The Lord has His way of teaching people, right? And He definitely taught me a lesson that day, So walking around the city, one of the, I believe it was a JOO and his buddies, man, because everywhere you go in this city, you get stared at, you get looked at, and it's a trip, man. If you ain't never had the experience, it is a trip. It's like you being watched, and the devils is out there. So walking around, I'm coming back. I walked around the city, like I walked far. Then I'm coming back to the, where I was staying at, and one of the guys there, or somebody on the sidewalk. I think it was about 3 or 4 of his, buddies. They all look like JOOs. You ask me, but that's just me using the spirit. I mean, using Salaki, speaking as a man. Trying to operate in the spirit in that situation. I'm walking around them like I try to stay out of everybody's way as usual. Because I don't really be wanting to have to do it. You know, you gotta be in a sober mind these days, man. You gotta be calm. You gotta have a patient spirit, very patient. That's why I get into that a lot too. So I'm coming back, and one of the guys, on the sidewalk, as I'm coming up the street, he moves in my way on purpose, and I'm like, I walk over a little bit more, and he gets a little bit further, and I'm like, see. So I kind of, I give him a push, like, hey, bro, like, watch out, man. What are you doing? You know, shouldn't have did that. Should just went on the other side of the street. But anyways, one thing led to another. I'm like, hey, man, what are you doing? So he gave me, a kick, you know, in my back, and I'm like I look back at him like, I'm a pretty tough dude, man. Not trying to brag or anything, but I just looked at him like, bro, like but I knew that he had people with him as well, you know. So I try to play it off as calm as I can. I'm like, bro, what is your problem, man? And then buddies, and they jumped in as well. They jumped in and was, trying to get on me, and I'm like, at this point, because this is why I say master patience as well, man. Master your patience, man. You know, at this point, I'm like, well, because knowing me, man, I'm like always ready to go if I have to go. And I'm like, all right, well, what the fuck, I take all three of y'all type shit. Because I knew I would win, but I didn't know it was gonna go how I went. This was a lesson from the Lord. I believe in the spirit. So, and like I pulled out, like all three of them surround me. At this point, I'm like, you know what? I think they about to try to kill me. So I pull out my knife, and then one of the guys, he pulled out his big knife, and then they stopped for a minute, and then they look at me and him, and I'm like, bro, you like chill, bro. If y'all want to, me, I'm trying to say it because they don't speak the language. I didn't speak the language as good. I still don't speak the language as good. So I'm trying to tell them like, bro, just chill, bro. And then the two of the guys stopped. This other guy, was like, still avid on, wanting to avenge himself. So I turn around and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just let it go. Let it go. We cool. And then one other, like I said, the guy is just still talking. So I'm like, bro, if that's what you want to do, then, I put down the knife that I had. And I'm like, if that's what you want to do, man, just then do it. I'm trying to move around, you know. So, I put down the knife and I'm like, let's just throw the hands, bro, if that's what you want to do. Because that's the type of person I am, or I was, I should say, you know. So I put down the knife. I'm like, well, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting into my little stance. I'm like, what you want to do? You know. But when I put down the knife and I looked away a little bit, that's when he struck. Wow! Slashed me right across my face. Thankfully he didn't slash me across the eye because I caught it, a little bit before he can get my whole face. I caught it a little bit and I was trying to stop him from. Really, I was trying to choke his ass out. But then that's when the other two guys came over, and then his buddies or whatever, whoever he was talking to, and they pushed him away. And then they wanted to fight me. Now at this point I'm irate, meaning I'm not in my right state of mind. You don't want to get knocked off of that path, man. Um, And I'm gonna say this too, man. It's almost as if in that time frame, like the way he slashed me all across my face and went to my into my eye a little bit, you know. But I didn't feel it. It's almost as if the Lord gave me the spirit to where I didn't feel that pain. That's why I believe that's what it's gonna be like, you know, in your times of trouble, man. You're gonna be able to stand firm and stand tall in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But anyways, he got me across the face, and I'm leaking everywhere. I'm bleeding all over my shirt, all on the ground, and then at the same time, at this point I'm irate now. So I don't know who's trying to fight me. I can only see out of one eye. One of the guys, I'm fighting him. He gives me a little leg kick. If I block it or whatever, I give him a two piece. And he feels it. He falls to the ground. Then I get on top of him, and then another guy, a bigger guy, he hits me, and I go after him too. And see, the other guy, I'm losing energy because I'm leaking crazy. I'm losing a lot of blood, you know. And then eventually, the cops come. The cops come, and I'm still irate, man. I'm still, like I'm still ready to go. They're trying to get me to go to the hospital, so they can treat the situation that done happened. You know, like I said, I'm still, walking around. I'm still irate. You don't want to be like that, man. You want to master patience because a lot of like you hear me say it a lot. That's why I have no shame in telling you. My life is full of mistakes and overcoming evil and overcoming a lot of things, you know. But anyways, um, coming back to the situation, it took me having to be tased. Zzz, that I did feel, you know. It took me having to be tased in order to be, even treated. But that was also a lesson from the Lord, A lot of things, my life I have a lot of experience in dealing with the spirit and dealing with the carnal things of this life, man. And I have no shame. I'm unashamed of the mistakes that I made, man. Because the mistakes that you made are what make you who you are today. And this is to you. Don't make the same mistakes I made, being not listening or in that situation, which you can take out of, is I should have took their advice. I should have just listened to them and went to the hospital. I'll probably still be able to see out of the side, you know. Or, I probably just should have, mastered the patience in the first place and just went all the way around and just continued on to where I needed to go, which was back home, you know. Then I have two eyes. That whole situation whenever, but I'm saying that to say this. Devils are going to test you, man. People are going to test you. Devils are going to test you. They hate you, you know. And it's your job to continue on into the fight, man. Master faith, in any situation that's been thrown upon you. Because it's going to be, this might not even be the worst situation, but it's going to be more situations that happen, you know. And that's why I like what the brothers was talking about when they were saying being a better leader. I feel like I'm held to a higher standard from the Lord because of the experiences I've had, you know. That's why I take as as seriously the things I take, whether I have the knowledge or not. The Lord has shown me a lot of things within my life that I have to continue to use and help build the body. But you can't build the body, if you're being an irate leader, or if you're bashful, you don't have the patience, because the Lord will have a way of humbling you. He's done it multiple times. Salaki. He's done it multiple times within my own life. He'll do it in your life too, man. That's why I say this not so much of as a warning, but as a take my advice for it. Take it from me that, patience is the way to go. Patience in the Lord, being still, stillness, having faith is the way to go, man. Because demons, this carnal body can't take. You can't. This carnal body can only take so much, man. And I had a couple of scriptures I was gonna get into, just going in on that, because it's going to get real out here, man. You know, and my situation was mostly to be a example. Don't be like me in that situation. Like I said, I have no shame. I'm unashamed of serving the Lord, man. In its totality, you get the good and the bad with me. I hold back nothing, and that's really how that's really that shows. How do you say a trend? That's a a good transparent leader. You know, if you want to really be able to reach the people around you, being more transparent it shows good qualities of a leader. And there's qualities I have to work on within myself. But hey, the Lord will continue to help us grow in this as long as we continue to have the faith and endure. And let's go ahead and get into it. I just want to share that real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 12:7. It says, I'm gonna read out the NLT. Even though I have received such wonderful revelation from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So to keep me from becoming proud, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger from Satan to torment me and keep me from being proud. And when you get into, that messenger, that's the people that you deal with, the people that you're going to have to deal with within your walk, man. That situation was just a small example. I feel like in my life, there's worse things to get into, man. But these are just messengers of Satan, man. Don't let them throw you off of your path. All right. And there can be messengers of Satan around you because, remember, how Shah told Peter, get behind me, Satan. You can have people around. You got to be able to tell brothers, like when they going off. Or you got to be able to talk to brothers when they going, you just got to be able to open up, man. Because being all closed in and closed minded and shit, that's selfish in a way, in a sense, man. Because you're passive aggressively building up a situation that could be prevented within a conversation between men. That's what real men do. But it says, continuing on in verse 8, it says, 3 different times I begged the Lord to take it away. I always, you hear me say it a lot, man. I hate this world, man. We cry, we mourn, we weep day and night. We await for that day, man. He says, blessed is Salakia, roughly paraphrasing. He says that blessed are those that shall mourn. That mourn day and night. That sigh and cry day and night, man. Roughly paraphrasing. I might be butchering that, but these are they that cry, that sigh and cry day and night, man. That's evident in our walk as you're coming back into the faith. As you're coming back into the spirit. You're coming, the spirit is leading you back to who you are and what you what you are and what you need to be doing. It says, each time I said my grace, he said, my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So that situation happening brought me down low for a time being. But in that time, I was learning. I could have been bad. I could have did a lot of things. Went out and got revenge, all kind of shit. But I took that time, honestly, to discern the spirit and discern myself, what I could have did better in that situation instead of, what I wanted to do. And the Lord said, like it says here, my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. That situation, it might look at it as, you've been brought low as a weakness, but you've been made so much stronger in the sight of the Lord, man. And that's going to manifest, in these times whenever people are wandering around trying to figure out certain things and shit. Well, the Lord has already built you up, been building you up in the faith, man. It says, so now I am glad to boast about my weakness so that the power of Hamashiach can work through me. That's why I take pleasure in my weakness, and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Hamashiach. For when I am weak, then I am strong. He's going to fight for you, man. You know, he's taking notes of everybody and everyone that around you or who might be fucking with you. He's taking notes of that, man. You don't think he is? He loves you, man. He died for you. He went up. He questioned the Father. There's another way? And the Father didn't answer back because there is no other way. He went through it for you, man, for his flock. He said, "My sheep hear my voice." You heard? So keep that in mind, man, in your walk, man. You know, you're not here by no coincidence, man. Continuing on, just to back that up, man. You know, because these devils, man, that's just what they do, man. Don't let them take you off. Don't let these devils trick you out your spot, man. That's what they try to do. It says you have had enough in the past of evil things that godless people enjoy. So we've had we've experienced, you know, things in our past life like what we really could have been. A lot of us probably really could have been superstars or something else in this world had we took the path that we would have took. But you know, the Lord called, man. We heard the call, we answered because we believed. You know, we believe that this is the one. This is what I've been waiting for, man. This call is what I've been waiting for. He said when he knocked at the door, we opened up. You know, and ever since then it's been up in the spirit, down with the flesh. So we've been putting off the flesh and we've been putting on the spirit. From then on out, it says their immorality, and lust, their feasting and drunkenness, and wild parties, and their terrible worship of idols. There's a lot of idols out here, man. There's a lot of weird shit that goes on. That's why I use discretion whenever I do things, you know. That's why I ask brothers to just understand the situation rather than, you know. But that's another topic, man, for another time. It says, of course, your former friends are surprised when you no longer plunge into the flood of wild and destructive things. They do. So they slander you. You know, when people start to see you change, they start to see, because they expected you. That's why their demons expected you to be, because especially Christians, man. Christians are the worst motherfuckers on the planet, man. I'm just going to say it. You motherfuckers ain't shit, man. Like, I seriously hate you motherfuckers now, man. Coming into understanding what I know now. But anyways, Christianity, man. It says they expected you. What I was saying is they expected you to fall, man. But, you know, that's when it's, you know, the Lord is nigh unto them who literally who are lame, who are cast out, you know, who are of a contrite spirit, who are broken in spirit, man. He's whether you're rich or poor in this world, man, he's near them, man. He loves dwelling with the lowly. He hates the proud, man, and he shuns the proud. Because he's the one that sits on high, not you. It says, of course, your former friend. Okay, continue on to verse 5. It says, remember that they will have to face Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, who will judge everyone, both the living and the dead. And that is why the good news was preached to those who are now dead. Those of you who are dead coming back into this, man. This ain't by no coincidence. This is all by design. You got to believe that, bro. It says, so although they were destined to die like all people, they now live forever with Yahweh Shai in the spirit. We walk in the spirit, man. Continuing on. I get fired up sometimes, man. I gotta control it. I get fired up sometimes when I hear some of these verses, man. It's too early right now, though. It's Romans 8. And let's start at 34. It says, actually, you know what? Let's start at verse 32. It says, since he did not spare even his own son, but gave him up for us all, Yahweh Shai, you know, he died on that cross for you. He went through all the pain and the tribulations and the trials he had to go through. He knew what he had to do Just like you coming back in, and you know what you have to do now, man. Keep that faith and keep enduring all the way through, man. He's going to show you more. I promise you that. He's definitely shown me a lot in the spirit that I don't even get into. But he's going to show you so much more, bro. And believe that, bro. But you got to believe, though. He says, won't he also give us everything else? Who dares accuse us, whom God has chosen for his own, who Yahweh Shai has chosen for his own? No one. For Yahweh Shai himself, because that's who we're speaking on, has given us right standing with himself. I guess you could say in that sense, Yahweh has given us right standing through his son. You know, we've been made perfect in a sense, man, through his son. We're being made perfect through his son consistently every day. We're putting off this flesh. We're fighting this flesh every day, right? So you can operate in the spirit. So when that spiritual power, because I can feel it, man. When it starts to like actually be manifest on this earth, man, bro, it's gonna be some shit that you ain't never seen before. And I'm scared to talk about the dreams on that because I don't know how people really perceive those, and I don't want to lead nobody astray. But I believe that, you know, it's gonna be like that, man. Like one of the other elders said, like Fujin or Raven, bro, there's gonna be some things, man. There's gonna be some things out this world, man, and it's gonna be beautiful at the same time. And I can't wait. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Not just for me, but for all of you that endure, because you deserve it. So like I don't want to put it like that, man. You know, we pray that we are of that number, man, but you've been enduring in the faith, man. You think the Lord is going to forget about your works and your effort while the world was pretty much enjoying their luxuries from the devil? He's not going to forget about that, man. You got to believe that, man. He's going to push you through, and all the prophets that's been out there. I wish I came into this earlier on in my life, but the Lord has a little way of working things out. You know, I came in at the right time. I believe in the spirit, man. And the prophets that's been pushing, man, you got to believe that, man. The ones who's been on the street corners, whatever you've been doing, you've been standing with the brothers, you got to believe that, man. He's going to push you through, all the way through. It says, no one, it says, who will then condemn us? No one, for Yahweh Shai died for us and was raised to life for us. He is sitting in a place of honor. Salakia. He is sitting in a place of honor. I'm not finna cry. I'm just, you know, it's early. It says, he is sitting in a place of honor at Yahweh's right hand, pleading for us. He pleads for you every day, man. You got to believe that, bro. You got to believe that, man. You got to walk in the sense of, since he's doing that for you, what are you doing for him down here to the best of your ability? It says, can anything separate us from Hamashiach the Anointed, you know, from Hamashiach's love? Does it mean he no longer loves us? If we have trouble or calamity, or are persecuted or hungry or destitute or in danger or threatened with death, as the scriptures say, for your sake we are killed every day. We are being slaughtered like sheep. No, despite all these things, overwhelming victory is ours through Hamashiach who loved us. And I'm going to say this, man. I'm not trying to brag. I don't want to make it. I'm saying this in the spirit, man. When that happened, I didn't feel that pain, man. I've seen a lot of people feel that pain when they get slashed or when they get hurt. You know, some people when they get a broken jaw, how they react, man. Shit, even a little poke in the eye, bro. You know, I've seen how people, bro. I didn't feel that. In fact, I got fired up in the spirit, bro. So spiritual power is on the way. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but it's on the way, man. This devil has no power over Yahweh Shai, man. Better believe that. If you don't believe anything else, you better believe that. And it says, I am convinced that nothing can never separate us from God's love, from Yahweh's love. Neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor demons, neither our fears for today, nor our worries about tomorrow, Not even the powers of hell can separate from this hell that we live in, can separate us from his love. No power in the sky above or in the earth below. Indeed, nothing in all creation will ever be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that is revealed to our Christ, through our anointed Yahweh Shai, our Lord. Continuing on, I'm a try to make these as quick as I can still, you know. But sometimes the spirit get on me. I have to say it, man. You know, I have to say I have to say a lot of things because the spirit wants to say it, man. My spirit within me has to say it, man. This is James 1:1. It says, James, a servant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, of Yahweh, and of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua, a servant of Yahweh and of Hamashiach Yahushua, to the 12 tribes which have been scattered abroad. Greeting. And I'm reading this out of the KJV. It says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work. Be patient in these situations. Have a sound mind. That's why it's good to get into these scriptures, man. It's good to really just listen. If you're brand new, just listen to the ones. Listen to the messages of the pastors or the prophets, whoever you like to listen to, man, and take that advice and utilize it in your walk. But you should be getting into the scriptures as well, even in your own time, and bettering yourself, because we know where we lack and we know where we need to get better at. Even me myself, man. I'm not just talking about I'm talking about myself too. It says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. I can honestly say, bro, I live in a realm of the Lord takes care of everything that I need these days, man. Everything I need, man. Everything I need. Hell, he even gives me anything I want at times when I pray for it. And sometimes he won't. You know, he'll make me work. He'll make you work for certain things, man. He wants to see how much he wants you to see how much you really want. He knows your heart. But a lot of times you think you want something, but you don't really want it. You just want to be a part of something, a part of the crowd in that moment. You know, he'll test you to see how much you really want it. And he'll reveal to you, you know, maybe I don't really want it that bad, you know. Like one of the other brothers said, man, I like that lesson, man. He said, are you really ready to lead 50 people, man? I can tell you, in the Marine Corps, leading even 20 motherfuckers, man. Shit, even 10. It's tough, man. It's tough, bro. Because you gotta have a level mind. You gotta be the level-minded one at all times. You cannot let them see your faults, man. But that's why you have certain people in positions, you know, to keep them in a certain manner, so that you don't have, well, you can't take it all, man. Like, you have to be able to raise up other people who can, you know, be able to dictate. I wouldn't say, I want to use dictate. That can orchestrate, I should say, how you desire the things to go. Because yeah, we're gonna have to be in order, man. And you got to ask yourself, are you able to do that in a realm of 50 people, 200 people, thousands of people? Are you really able to delegate like that yet? Because a lot's gonna be on you. If you cause ones to stumble, the Lord can take you out of positions if you feel like you're that guy. You've heard me say it a lot, man. I ain't shit, man, but a man of faith, of great faith, man. And I take this walk seriously, you know. That's why you don't, all the giggling at first, it was, you know, come in, you see certain things, it's funny. It is funny. But, you know, at the end of the day, the back of my mind says, this ain't really a time for giggling and shoots and shit, man. Let me bring it back. It says, if you lack wisdom, let him ask. Let him ask God. Let him ask the powers. Let him ask Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that giveth all man liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given to him. But let him ask in faith, not wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. So when you asking for something, you got to actually understand that it's going to happen, because you actually believe this. Your beliefs is gonna match your walks, right? So you can't just be praying and just thinking, oh, willy nilly, yeah, it's gonna happen when it happens. No, you got to act on it now. When I pray for something, I act on it now, and I advise that be a part that become more and more evident in your walk. Whether it's you got to read more, whether it's you got to look into something more, whether it's you got to look and examine yourself more, even, you know, whatever it is, you gotta be able to. That's why I say do things in repetition, man, because there's certain things that the Lord has given you as a talent that will help you build your faith, man. And that's why you, like, whatever your talent is, build on that, man. Don't let nobody tell you. You keep building on that, and you keep, trusting the Lord. You keep trusting, the teachers that are over you, man. But most importantly, trust Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. That this is all for your benefit, so He can continue His perfect work in you. Because we coming into a close, brothers and sisters, man. We coming into a close. Continuing on. It's Luke 10. A little something on humility. It says, and the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils, it's out of KJV, even the devils are subject unto us through thy holy name. He's going to give you spiritual power, man. You're going to see, man. It's going to be beautiful, man. It says, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not that the spirits are subjected under you, but rather rejoice that your names are written in heaven. So, not being boasted, don't, in these times, don't get boastful. It's always stay in the spirit of patience, because we're not even in the kingdom yet. Even when you get spiritual power, we already have a form of spiritual power, understanding this word, man. And it's not to be, boastful in this word. We're not supposed to be boastful. We're not supposed to be, oh, I know more than this guy, like Christians do, man. Like lawgivers do in this world. We're supposed to be of a separate spirit than them, man. And part of that is taking the low route, humility, being lowly, so the Lord can raise you up. Because He says, rejoice not that the spirits are subjected unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. That's so beautiful to me, because that's really, to me, that, and I can get into all stories, but that's really all I've ever wanted, man. Peace. And you best believe when our names are written, when we get under the Heavenly Father, He's going to make sure you have peace, man. Perfect peace forever. You just got to continue to walk, man. You got to endure the good fight of faith, man. Like Bruce Lee said, man. I keep saying it, man, but I love that quote, man. I pray not for easy life, but the strength to endure a hard one. You gotta endure a hardness, man. As a good soldier, man, you being trained up. A lot of us are being trained up for when that time comes, we're gonna be stewards, literally under Yahweh Shah. And I believe this in the spirit, man. And I believe and I pray that I'm of that number, of that hopeful elect. And I pray, for all the brothers and sisters out there that, He gives you the strength to continue no matter what happens, to continue in the faith. Do not react to the devil. Do not fall for the devil's ditches, man. If you make a mistake, all right, like they said, get back up. If something happens that, puts you in a position, just take it as the Lord put you in that position to keep you from becoming proud, because he wants to show you more. He wants you to be proud of the things he wants to show you, not of the world, what the world gives you, whether it's admiration or, praise or whatever the hell this world has to offer. He wants to show you more. So to keep my ass from becoming proud and to keep you from becoming proud, you might have things on you that you can't get off of you, man. Some things might happen to you that make you lowly now. Don't worry about that, man. If you're not the best reader, if you're not the best speaker, if you don't have the best looks or whatever the case, don't worry about none of that shit, man. That's all carnal shit. We operating in the spirit now. And in the spirit, the Lord is showing you you're different from these people, man. That is evident. That's becoming more and more evident in this walk, right? Continuing on, it's the last verse I'm gonna bring out. It's Matthew 5, and I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you," meaning scorn you, scoff at you, and persecute you, make up lies about you to get you, killed or try to get you killed, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Blessed are you, man. The Lord has blessed you with a spirit, man, and a talent, and even with understanding, with the understanding that you have of the scriptures. Even if you're new, he's blessed you with understanding now through the prophets, man. But now you are able to operate in this world having the understanding. That's a blessing, man. That's nothing to be taken lightly, bro. That act of faith is such a gift, bro. So when you get proud with it, the Lord can't take it away. Remain humble, remain patient, and stay faithful to your calling, man. We almost out of here, man. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all things shall be added. Think upon the kingdom of heaven. We're coming to a close of a lot of things, man. It's exhortation for me to you, man. I pray that, and I hope and pray, that you take these things seriously, because, despite what I might lack, what I have in faith is so much more greater than the knowledge I've gained over the years. Faith is so much more of a gift, man, than anything that you can get in this world. You don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose that spirit. And I pray that spirit never departs from me, and I can continue the good fight of faith. Hamashiach Yahushua. To you, brothers and sisters, man, I pray for you as well. Stay in the fight. Kah halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who do real well, still pushing, still teaching the word, to the best of their ability, and still edifying and exhorting us who believe in the spirit, man. And all you brothers out there that believe in the spirit, shalom to you as well. And all you sisters out there that believe in the spirit, shalom to you as well. Continue to fight, man. Fight in the spirit. Shalom.